Over the last few weeks we've seen a lot of complaints about the game, and besides the essence and shit, there were so many complaints about Maeve in particular. We all heard the stories. She's considered OP, she's too fast to track, she deals too much damage and a lot more stuff that either makes people cry when playing against Maeve, or to pick her every time it's possible, even if she completely doesn't fit the composition. And today we'll talk about how to counter the girl with knives, Maeve. And first thing you should know about her, that she heavily relies on her sustain to stay alive. And that means that Cauterize alongside with all the abilities that reduce healing can give Maeve some hard life, especially after the nerf in OB45. If she can't sustain herself, she dies. Next item that can kinda help you deal with her is of course Haven. And it's not like Haven is gonna make a huge difference if Maeve lands every single shot on you and executes perfect combos, because if she does that, she's still probably gonna kill you. But Haven can help you to stand against her poke, and Maeve's poke is pretty strong. 450 damage per knife, regardless of the distance, is pretty solid. However, if she stands kinda far away from you and it's not on her optimal distance, then she won't be able to hit you consistently with both knives. Usually it's not that easy to hit even one knife on a target that is far away from you. Level 3 Haven will mitigate 21% of damage, which brings us to 355 damage per knife. It might look like a minor change, however it increases the time to kill you drastically. So pick Haven, it's gonna help you. Also strafe left and right when you face Maeve, because it makes you much harder to hit with both knives, and that means that you can mitigate almost half of your damage just by strafing left and right instead of just going backwards in a straight line. Next thing that counters Maeve is of course control. Slows, stuns, hooks, and pretty much all the control effects in the game make Maeve mains wake up in the middle of the night in cold sweat. Now you might say, but she has the legendary card that cleanses all the control. Now, how many players actually use it? Usually everyone tries to be Sasuke and cheat and picks the triple jump or the refresh, and even if someone picks that card, it means that that player is gonna use his 9 lives once hit with control. And you should force Maeve to use it as soon as possible, preferably before she even uses pounce once, which means that instead of having 2 pounds as a fight, she will only have 1. And that means that this player now have to choose. Either gets out of the battle and doesn't engage anyone for the next 20 seconds while his 9 lives is on cooldown, or he goes all in and starts fighting people but he won't have any escape. And that's already a big advantage for you. So next time you play Peep or Grog, hit that slow on her and see what happens. Another thing that gives Maeve hard life is burst damage. All the damage that being dealt in big chunks. So for example, Shaline's bow that deals 1000 damage per shot, or Cassie's combo that deals almost 2000 damage in a blink of an eye. Maeve doesn't have a big HP pool like Buck, and sometimes she doesn't have enough time to react when to use your skills to stay alive. So it's possible to catch her by surprise with some big numbers. Now what you don't wanna do is get isolated and fight Maeve one-on-one, because that's what Maeve wants you to do. And in this scenario, she will kill most champions at the moment. Maeve can kill even Rakus in 1v1, so trying to box her is usually not the smartest move. Unless, of course, you know for sure that she can't kill you. So try to stay there near your teammates, or at very least keep line of sight with them. Have you seen the Pitch Black movie? The old movie with young Vin Diesel about those flying alien bats that kill whoever doesn't stay with the group and gets isolated? Sounds pretty much like Maeve, right? So anyways, that's about all I can say on this topic. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye and see you around.